Hello and welcome to the next turn of Dominions. Okay, so I think I lost the last turn. I think I just didn't fail to record the video and lost the turn, so that's what happened. In other shenanigans, this is the first turn that Utgard has been replaced. So we've had to bring in a substitute to play Utgard, and now Utgard is once again attacking Miklan after I've declared, not strictly Miklan, but it was a independent province. But it's here, right? So hard to know what's going to happen with Utgard and Miklan. It's hard to know what's going to happen with me and Midgard as well. Let's go through the messages first from Pythium. Regrettably, we currently do not have the technology to make a fire booster, but in the future, if we do, we would be more than willing to come up with a trade agreement. How does the confrontation with Midgard? We have had some trouble ourselves up here with Midgard trying to rush thrones. We also wish you well on your war with Miklan. We've had some silly run-ins with them ourselves. Interesting. And man, allies, Midgard has stabbed me in the back and launched a surprise attack against my territories. It seems the war against Miklan will not continue to be pressed by either of you, and so we too have decided to withdraw and address the attacks from Midgard. Midgard is a very large force that was built to win the game, but they have nothing to use it. That for now, and so sent it against me. Remember, it was man that was last to withdraw from Miklan. We still consider you both close friends, but alas, this coalition appears to be over. The Wardens of Avalon. Yeah. And Miklan, your diplomatic messages will be fed to our jaguars, since your words last no longer than the wind which made them. We will not bother sending them to even a village chieftain, much less the tribal council. We will only judge your intentions from your actions and army movements. Fair enough. Oh dear, Utgard. Hello, little people. The previous king of Utgard has been promoted to the office of Vice Deputy Ice Sculptor for the Southern District. As you can imagine, this is a very exciting career opportunity for him, and he left his previous post with haste, leaving me to pick up the pieces where he left off. You will have to forgive me while I get used to telling you small people apart. The details are so small, so cheeky. But I'm getting the hang of it. Some of you are sort of horse-shaped, some of you run around covered in metal, that's me, others completely naked, that's not me. Seems like a waste of time to me really, but it's a job and it pays bills and somebody's got to do it. Right, anyways, while I'm busy sorting out all the notes, you said my predecessor, try not to fight too much amongst yourselves. It's a bad influence on the children, makes them all want to be Garmherdings when they grow up. Those guys are insufferable. Saquony, prohibitionary interim king of Utgard, very good. In terms of battles, there was nothing of any real significance that I saw, just some attacks to see what was here. Just province defense, grass hills, just and then yeah, nothing really there, and just taking back some provinces. This is Miklan's main army with its jaguars. No, I clicked the wrong battle. It's this one, Witch Grove. This is a Thorin province that caused all these shenanigans in the first place. So this is Miklan's main army. It's big. It's. I don't want to fight it. I'm quite confident if I do need to fight it, I can beat it. But like I said, I don't want to fight it if I don't need to. Yeah. All sacreds, huh? All sacreds. So I think as the game is going along, I actually think Miklan is becoming weaker because he's had limited expansion with all the shenanigans that's been happening, and he has terrible scales. He has awful scales. So he doesn't need much to recruit Jaguar warriors, but if that's all he's recruiting, I think he'll have difficulty. For him to prosper, he'll have to really leverage a blood economy very well. He can't get blood economy from the water, which is nice. In terms of what I'm doing, I'm basically doing what I said when I sent that message. I think that got sent through, where I was just like, I'm out of this. I'm out of this war against Miklan. I'm just going home. You guys need to sort your shit out because I went in pretty hard against Miklan, and everyone else just didn't really muster any kind of effort towards them. Midgard appears to be going for thrones, attacking man. Not sure exactly what Midgard's going to do. Not sure what Miklan is going to do. Not sure what Midgard is going to do. Not sure what Pangira is going to do. Pangira is an army here. That's his carrion dragon over here, which is a little interesting. So basically, I'm sitting back. Whoever attacks me next turn, they're my new enemy. If no one attacks me next turn, I'll probably go for this castle. Look, if Miklan is going to attack me, he will attack me next turn. If he moves his army away, that would be great. Maybe he'll attack here. It's so hard to know. But I'm going to be reluctant to making new enemies. But at the meantime, right, all my vampires are doing blood hunting, which is great. I'm making the Forge of Armor of Souls. This is this item. So blood magic +1. That's the main reason why I'm taking it. Magic resistance 5/2, which is fun. So it's good for vampire combat item, but also critically, if I give that item and the skull staff, which is also been made here, making that the skull staff, then my vampires can cast Sanguine Heritage. Then my god can basically blood hunt the entire game through. It doesn't really have to do anything other than blood hunting. Forging more Sanguine Dowsin Rods, forging the Girdle of Might, and I got a 2 Earth Mage, which is great, because now he can build the stone Earth Boots, and then he can get the Dwarven Hammer, and then items just become much cheaper for me to forge. Got a Fire Mage. I'm going to send him and do some site searching. It's a little late in the day for that, but look, I'll have to get lucky. Very lucky, but I'm kind of hoping that if I get enough fire sites, I might be able to get to enough fire empowering or boosters, or to get to flaming arrows. That's the hope. It's a long hope, but worth the try, I think. I'm doing a search of nature here. Also a bit late in the day, but I'm casting some arcane probing. I've got the astral gems, I've got the astral mages. I've got a lot of sites which just haven't been explored for astral, so thinking that might be a decent idea. Yeah, big thing. I just don't quite know what my neighbors are going to do. I don't quite know where the diplomacy is going to fall. I'm not going to send any messages this turn. As it were, I'm going to await events. And I don't think it's so bad, just because I am doing so much blood hunting. All over the shop. Blood hunt. And then, yeah. Forging some items as well, as I said. Yeah, diplomatically, it's a little interesting. I need to get some damn thrones. I have no thrones, which is seriously just like a bad place for me to be. Probably everyone else has a throne of some description, and I've just got nothing. Fortunately, there are thrones very nearby. There's this throne here, there's this throne here, and there's this throne here. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to go past 40 turns, which probably means the Cataclysm is going to be triggered. So everyone will be defending their thrones. So if there's a long shot for me to win the game, it involves getting lucky with defending thrones from the Cataclysm. So that's the turn. I haven't really done anything with army positioning, but if you just look here, like I have a ton of units here, tons of Black Templars. My Ranger count is really starting to grow. Also got a whole bunch here, and moving stuff there too. Oh yeah, why? Everything that's going to be tons of Rangers, and everywhere else is building Rangers. Short gold issue, that's okay. Yeah, and with the Rangers, should be able to deal with the Jaguars if I get enough of them, and I think I'm getting that point. And yeah, with the hordes of skeletons in front of the Rangers, I think that basically sorts out the Jaguars, in theory. It all depends on the numbers. What I have also appreciated is that I've got quite a lot of level 2 Astral Mages. So the opportunity for setting up an Astral Communion for some big fight later in the future is definitely on the cards. So there's definitely opportunity for that. I did do 1 level in Black Blood Magic just because I can do Reinvigoration and Sabbath Master and Sabbath Slave, really good for hordes of skeletons. The only problem with this is that I need the vampires to have the blood mages with them, the blood slaves with them, and really I intend to use them as a flying goon squad, and you can't take blood mages, blood slaves with you flying all over the shop. It's a fairly decent army here. Interesting times ahead, that's for sure. But yep. Okay. Not much else to say. I hope to see you next time. Okay, bye.